Hello, this is Lady Jana and welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited to share with you the rewrite of my Crochet Your Own Panda. This is the very first kit I purchased from Dollarama. The first time that I crocheted this panda, it did not make sense to me. The first time that I crocheted the panda, I got this. Yeah, it was way bigger than what I expected. I did not understand how to do the little shirt and also the little eyes. I did a second one, so I made my own eyes and I made my own shirt. Second time I purchased this kit, I did it again. This time it was smaller because I realized what I did wrong and I was able to understand how the shirt was made. I had extra yarn left. I didn't run out of yarn like I did this one because it was way too big. Since then, I've had a lot of questions about these crochet patterns, and this is why I decided to rewrite them. And now today, I'm going to share with you the panda rewrite. Stay watching because there's a few things I would like to show you that maybe you need a little bit more explanation how to do or how to crochet certain parts. You see how there's a foot. So the way that this is written, the first part is fine. So row 1 to 3 is exactly the same thing as what I've shown. Row 4, row 5, no problem. It's here. It comes to row 6. It's very important to follow the direction. If you notice, when you start your round or your row, you've got to start with 4 decrease. And then you finish off with 10 single crochets in your round to give you 14. This is important to follow. This is how your foot will be shaped. And if we look at row 7, same thing. It goes 5 single crochet followed by 1 decrease and then 7 single crochet. So you follow this method. It's either decreases or increases. You need to follow this to be able to do this portion of the feet. And of course the feet do the same thing. You close the same way. You just pinch together and then close it like this. These are the ears. You do not stuff the ears, and you will close the ears just like you closed the legs, the arms. I wanted to talk to you about is these. These are particular. I don't know if you've ever done these before. The rim of the eyes. The rim of the eyes are done in a special way. This is like an oval. If you've never crocheted an oval flat before, this is how you do it. You crochet a foundation chain and then you crochet around the foundation chain. I will show you what I mean. So following the instructions I provided, a foundation chain of 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's important to follow row 2. Row 2 says to start to do 2 single crocheted followed by 2 increases followed by 2 single crochets. But you need to start from the second chain from hook. The second chain from hook is this one. So first thing I do is I do a single crochet. Putting your stitch marker on the first stitch. And then I do another single crochet on the next stitch, which is this one here. And following this, I need to do 2 increases. So my first increase I'll do on the next stitch, which is this one. So this 1, and then 2, okay. And I have another increase to do, and the other increase to do is I'm going to do this on the back, on the other side of my foundation chain, which is this part. So that's an increase. And after both of my increases are done, then you do 2 single crochets. So 1 in this and another one here. I did go around my foundation chain. In total, I should have 8 stitches. If we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I do have it. Now it's time to do row 3. Again, it's the same thing. That's why I put a stitch marker. So this is my first single crochet. So in there I do, row 3 says an increase. Let me just remove this now that I know where it is. So an increase. Okay, so an increase, let's go 1, 2. Don't forget to place a stitch marker on your first stitch that you just did. And then we follow by 2 single crochets. So I do 1, 2. Okay, now we need to do 2 increase. When I mean to increase is that I do an increase on this stitch and an increase in this stitch. So that's 2 single crochets and 2 single crochets. So let's do 2 increases. Okay, so that's my first increase. Let's do another increase. And after my 2 increases, I need to do 2 single crochets. So this is 1, and then 2. And on my last stitch, I do an increase right here. One, 2. So at the end of everything, I should have 12. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you're ready to do row 4. And again, just follow the instructions. Do an increase on this stitch. And then you need to do 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Followed by 2 increases. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase, increase, and then 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one we increase. And that's how you make the rim of the eye. Now here's your tail. Nothing to say, basic. Don't forget to stuff it a little bit. I did correct the error that was on the original pattern. Of course, the original pattern does have a lot of errors in it. And lastly, we have this. This is a little shirt. I did have some issues with the shirt. Let's talk about the shirt. To make the shirt, you have to chain 31 to make your foundation chain, and you have to crochet 30 single crochet starting from the second chain from hook. And then you have to turn. See, I added these. You have to turn. After you turn, you do a chain 1 and you follow by 30 single crochet. And then at the end of your 30 single crochets, you have to turn again and then chain 1 to start row 3. And then you follow this. You do an increase, you do a single crochet, then you increase again, and then you're going to chain 9. You're going to skip 9 stitches, then do 7 single crochet, you do 9 chain, skip 9 stitches, followed by an increase, another increase, and then you turn. You should have 34 stitches at the end. Let me show you this. This is my chain. I've got 31 stitches. Now I need to do 30 single crochets starting from the second chain from hook. The second chain from hook is this one. One, two, three, and then you just continue till the end, and you should have 30 stitches, 30 single crochets. Don't forget to count. Now I have my 30 single crochet made. The next thing it does say is to turn. So when it does say turn, you turn your work like this, right? And then you have to chain 1. So to chain 1 is to do an increase. So in this first stitch, I'm going to do an increase, which is 2 single crochets, followed by a single crochet. So on the next stitch, a single crochet, and then I do an increase in the next stitch, which is 2 single crochets. Now it says to do 9 chain, so you're going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it says to skip 9. So to skip 9, you're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to start our 7 single crochet in this one. Oop. If you recognize, this is where the arm will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is our 7. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you do another 9 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then again you have to skip 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In the next stitch, you do an increase. So this is 2, 1, 2, and in our last single crochet, another increase. 1, 2. So this is how our shirt will be done. Then again, if you follow the instructions, row number 4, of course you need to change the yarn color. I'm not going to do this with you. I just want to share with you. So at the end of row 3, again, you need to turn, and you need to also do your a chain like this. But before you turn, don't forget that you change color on the last stitch. At the end of row 3, what you do is you undo the last stitch, just undo the yarn over portion, grab another yarn color, let's see, like this, then you complete the last stitch, and then you turn, you do a chain, and then you start row 4. That's how you do the color. Okay, so this is it for the how to do this. The next step is to assemble everything, or pre-assemble. Now, this is a rough estimate on how I want everything to be placed. I pin everything first, and then I tell myself, what do I need to sew first thing? So what I'm going to sew first, which would be easier, is the arms. Now, you do know that the arms go on each side of the body. Maybe just a tiny bit more in front. Once the arm is sewn, I think I'm going to sew the head to the body before I do sew the nose, because the nose has to be in a specific place. And then right now it looks funny because it's not embroidered. The embroidery portion I always do right at the end. I never do beforehand. And one more thing, if ever you do sew something on the body and you don't like it, just remove it and change the place of it. This is roughly how it's going to look like. Of course, like I said, it looks weird with all the pins, like the irises have not been embroidered in. So let's go ahead and let's sew our panda. So I've finished my panda. Here it is. It looks a little bit different because of the color, but that is to be expected. I really like it though. I mean, it makes it different. This is a little shirt. So let's put this on. I don't really like my panda with the shirt, but it's okay. I mean, maybe it's the color, I don't know. But yeah, this is my finished panda. This is the original with the right colors. The next pattern I'm going to rewrite is the frog. I hope they enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourself a great day. Take care. See you in the next video.